Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about the Walking Dead Season 10 trailer because we just got some news about San Diego Comic-Con and it's actually next month. So I want to take the time now to talk about, the trailer and what we can expect and what we want. And you guys in the comments down below can comment what do you think is going to happen in Comic-Con, because it is a big year for the Walking Dead. Next year it's going to be their 10th year anniversary on, AMC. So they have they have a new show coming up. They have the Rick Grimes stuff. So we're going to talk about all that in this video today. So with that being said, let's get started. So Skybound did confirm that AMC will be bringing The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead to Comic-Con, and it's going to be going on July 19th as far as Hall H, because that's when Hall H is on the Friday every single year, and that is where the trailer debuts, as it has in the past. So we can expect the trailer for The Walking Dead Season 10. Also, according to comicbook.com, on Thursday Robert Kirkman will host a Skybound Presents in conversation with Robert Kirkman, where he will have like a Q&A with fans of The Walking Dead and other comic books, because he has other comic book series like Invincible and Oblivion song. So he's going to be talking about all that in this Q&A. On Thursday, David Alpert, who is a longtime executive producer on The Walking Dead, he will be hosting a panel. So that's going to be on Thursday, and then Friday is when that Hall H is, where the big trailer is going to drop. So now I want to talk a little bit about what we can expect at Comic-Con, because it's like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's going to be a big year for them next year. The Walking Dead turns 10 on AMC. They have a new show. They have a movie. And they've been teasing since pretty much since Season 10 ended, or Season 9 ended, that we have a big announcement coming. Fear is going to be, a big announcement after Fear, and now we know that Fear is connected to the Rick Grimes movies. I do think big announcements are going to start coming out in July. So for the trailers for The Walking Dead every year, they contain the first 6 episodes, because that's usually what they're up to in filming. So obviously they can't put other stuff in there. They have the first 6 episodes. And also, for the trailers they have, always at the end, they have a little bit of a tease, like a big tease for the next chapter. Like last season, we had the Whisper tease. And obviously, they had the first arc, which was, the drama between the Saviors and the good guys. And then they had the Whispers. And they always have like a big tease at the end of the trailer. Last year was, the Whispers, like I mentioned. Season 8 was Season 8 had the, Rick Grimes, where we thought it was a new beginning, the dream sequence. Season 7 was a tiger. So they always have like a big tease come in at the end of, each trailer. So we can also expect that for this season. Now we can expect the majority of the trailer to be the Whisper War. I can kind of see like a similar resemblance to possibly like the Season 8 trailer, where we had All Out War. Because we could definitely see some action scenes, which is very exciting. If you watch my I make like filming update videos throughout the summer, and recently, or a couple episodes back, when they were filming, they saw Alpha and Beta at Alexandria and some smoke and stuff. So it looks to be like a battle at Alexandria going on early on in the season, so that could be in the trailer most likely. So the majority of the trailer most likely will be like the Whisper War. But what do you guys think is gonna be the tease at the end? That's what I'm excited for, because we had a tease at the end of Season 9 with the radio, and I don't think the Whisper War is going to take up the entirety of, Season 9. I think it's going to be like maybe the first half, or maybe the first 12 episodes. But I do think they're going to fit in the Commonwealth or the next storyline somewhere in Season 10, and they usually tease it early on for that setup in the trailer. So I do think it's going to be some sort of Commonwealth tease. They could have like a new character show up, or they could do like a radio tease. Imagine a Maggie radio tease. They keep teasing Maggie's going to return, so that could be it, which is going to be the next thing we're going to talk about in just a minute. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think the big tease is going to be at the end of the trailer? I think it's going to be a Commonwealth tease, because that's pertaining to the main show. But like I mentioned, Maggie, that's also an important discussion, because they keep talking about Maggie in these news outlets and interviews, but no official announcement yet. They keep teasing the same thing, that Maggie will most likely be returning in Season 10, but we have no word for it yet and what exactly is going on for her. So I do expect us to have some sort of Maggie news by then. That could either be, like I said, in the trailer where we hear her voice, or it could be like an announcement from them saying that Maggie is not going to return, or Maggie will return, because they do take questions. There's a lot of Q&As, so I do think they are going to announce something like that. Because remember last year they announced Andrew Lincoln's exit, so because they knew fans were going to ask about it, and that also could relate to Michonne. And I do think they're gonna announce Michonne's exit there also, because it's already all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it, and it's pretty inevitable that somebody in the audience is gonna ask it. So I do think they're also gonna announce that. It's not being talked as much as Andrew Lincoln news was, but I think because of the simple fact that somebody most likely will ask them if they take questions from the audience, I do think somebody will ask it. I think they will either actually announce it or they would just say no comment, which I don't think they would do that. I think it's a time for them to announce it. And who knows? They could announce it in a way that could relate to the Rick Grimes movies. And that's also what I think we most likely will be getting news for the Rick Grimes movies. They keep teasing that as well. Like, we just had an article the other day coming out saying that, we're going to get some news sooner rather than later. And, there's nothing better to announce some Rick Grimes stuff rather than San Diego Comic-Con. That would be awesome. And who knows, maybe Andrew Lincoln will show up too. That would be really cool. I know the crowd would love to see that. I know fans would love to see that, seeing Andrew Lincoln there. If they are going to announce, Rick Grimes stuff and he shows up, that would be pretty cool. And they could announce that Michonne will leave for the Rick Grimes movies. It really depends how they want to approach it, because you could say that's kind of like a spoiler saying she's going to survive, but the news is already out there. I'm pretty sure most Walking Dead fans have heard the news that she's going to leave. So they could do the same thing where they did with, that's what I'm kind of seeing, how they did with Rick. And maybe it's going to be something where, like, Andrew Lincoln, when he said that it's his final season, they could do the same thing where Denai Guerrera says that, but they keep it for the, they're probably going to save the big moment, for the season, obviously, where she ends up going to the Rick Grimes movies. And who knows? That's not even confirmed yet that she's going to the Rick Grimes movies. So everybody's kind of assuming it, because that's what kind of logically makes sense, because killing her would just kind of be the end of that story, which is what I think everybody wants to see, that reunion. So I do think she's going to survive and go to the Rick Grimes movies. It would be cool if they announced it there, but again, I think it's going to be a spoiler. So I do think they're just going to announce that it's going to be her final season, and we'll see where it goes from there. When it comes to the Rick Grimes movie news specifically, I think what we're going to get is some news about where Rick is going exactly, some news about the CRM. I think we're going to get some filming news, like when they're going to begin production, and I think we're going to get maybe a premiere date. I think that's what everybody wants to know, when it's going to air. Everybody's saying 2020. They haven't started filming yet, but 2020 is still a while away, so they could definitely film a movie and still have it air in 2020. And I think it's going to be in 2020, and hopefully they announce it at Comic-Con. I think if we go through Comic-Con and we don't have any more, if you still don't have Rick Grimes movie news, I think it'll be a bit disappointing, because they keep teasing it and saying news is coming soon, so we'll see. But I do think we're gonna get that information most likely. Also, we could expect some casting most likely. I remember last season they announced the casting for the Whispers Comic-Con, so they could do the same thing with the Commonwealth. If the trailer does have a Commonwealth tease, we could most likely expect that. If it's all focused on the Whispers, most likely not. But I'm sure fans are going to ask about, the Commonwealth and the radio tease, so we most likely will get some news about that, and that could involve some casting. We could also get a trailer for Fear the Walking Dead Season 5B. That's a little bit tough, though, because this mid-season finale for Season 5 is not even going to air by the time Comic-Con comes. Comic-Con is going to be, because Fear started a bit late, so the Episode 8, the mid-season finale, is going to be that Sunday when it's Comic-Con. So by the time Hall H passes, we still haven't seen Season 5, Episode 8 yet. So we'll see if they're going to drop a trailer. They most likely will, but if something big happens in the finale, they just have to work around it. But just because they've done it in the past, they did it last season, they most likely will do it again. And then lastly, we could expect some news for the third show of The Walking Dead, which is going to begin filming this month, actually. And I believe they're going to begin filming very shortly, because I saw some articles saying that they're casting walkers and stuff like that. So if they're going to be casting walkers, they most likely are going to be filming very shortly. And who knows, maybe by the time San Diego Comic-Con comes, they have a poster or something. So it is going to be airing next year, so again, it's going to be a big year for them. So expect some third show news, maybe even a title, like what the show is going to be, like the title of the show. That's what I'm kind of excited for, because we got The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. what is the third show gonna be? I'm excited. So hopefully we do get some news about that. I am expecting some. So that's the kind of stuff I hope we get at Comic-Con. Let me know in the comments down below what are you guys expecting and what do you want to see in the trailer and stuff like that. I am gonna wrap it up there for this video. I just wanted to make this video because starting in July, which is next week, is when we start getting information about season 10. So if you are a fan of Walking Dead, hit that subscribe button because we should start getting news, like a poster and then like a teaser before the trailer. So July is gonna be a big month, and I'm excited to see what season 10 has in store for us. Like I said, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, hit that subscribe button for daily content, and thank you guys for watching this video. Again, in the comments down below, let me know what you're excited for. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.